Yo, what's up? What's up? So today I want to talk about one of the most important aspects when it comes to strength training, putting in the work for growth and change, and that is motivation. Now, the question I ask myself, the question you probably ask yourself is, how come you may know you should do something, but you don't really do it? How come you know you should go to the gym, but you don't do it? How come you know you should quit smoking, but you don't do it? Well, I was reading Arthur Schopenhauer, a great philosopher of the 1800s, and he says that we like to describe ourselves, humankind, as the rational animal, Homo sapiens, the thinking man. But this is a fundamental error. This is a fundamental mistake because, and I quote Schopenhauer, consciousness is the mere surface of our minds, of which, as the earth, we do not know the inside but only the crust. By this meaning that we only know the surface of our consciousness. Just like the layers of the earth, there's a lot more going on underneath when we get to deeper waters, okay, literally and figuratively. Schopenhauer is talking about a layer underneath, an unconscious layer that's stronger than our intellect, stronger than our rational thinking, and that is our will. That's the word he uses. It's our will. It's a vital force, a vital unconscious force that guides our behavior. Now, this has a great similarity to different philosophers. I think it was David Hume who says that we are a slave to our passions. And Schopenhauer has another great quote that I would like to share with you. It goes like this: "The will is the strong blind man who carries on his shoulders the lame man who can see." Now, when I was reading this, I automatically had to think of Jonathan Haidt, an American psychologist who has done some extensive work on happiness. And he has an analogy that's very similar to Schopenhauer, his quote about the strong blind man and the seeing weak man who's sitting on top of his shoulders. But Jonathan Haidt speaks of an elephant and its rider. Now, what does he mean by this? You can imagine the elephant being your emotions, your desires, your passions, your will. On top of the elephant is a rider. The rider is your rational thinking, your intellect. Now, if you want a change of behavior, if you want a certain behavior, you want your elephant and your rider to go in the same direction. When you come at a crossroads and you see that the left route is the best route, that's where you want to go. You're sitting on top of that elephant and you're like, bro, that's the way we gotta go. We gotta go to the gym. That's what we have to do. You might kick, you might scream, you might do whatever you want. If the elephant wants to go right and sit in the sofa, that's what you're gonna do. That's what's gonna happen. You might know it intellectually, rationally, but if your desires, your passions, your will is not on the same level, if it doesn't want the same thing, there's no way that that's gonna happen, okay? Now, the million-dollar question: how can you get your rational and your emotional on the same level, going into the same direction? How can you get your elephant to go in the direction the rider wants to go? Well, if you want to do this, you have to think about what is the elephant? What does the elephant want? What language does the elephant speak? He is emotions, he has desires, he has passion. So how can you appeal to emotion, to passion? By creating emotions, by creating passion. You might know you have to go to the gym. I have to go to the gym because when I get stronger, I'll have stronger bone structure. I'll be able to lift X amount of kilograms and so on. It's all very rational. How would you feel? That's a critical difference. How would you feel when you go to the gym, you act out what you set out to do? So you're disciplined. How would that feel inside? You have to really imagine it. How would that feel? You go to the gym, you put in the work, you come back home, you feel invigorated, you feel energy going through your body. By putting in that work, you feel better, you feel good, you feel all sorts of things, but you really have to imagine how you would feel. That's how you can get that elephant looking into the other direction, because he's like, whoa, I wanted to go right, but this feeling I'm getting from that left route, it's feeling pretty good. That's what you want to do. So meditate on your feeling. And what do I mean by meditate? I think imagine would be a better word. Try to envision, but I say meditate because I really want you to focus on that feeling and not just on the vision, really the feeling, okay? One of the strongest abilities of mankind is the ability to imagine, to use your mind, to create things that are not really out there. You start by creating them in your mind before they become reality. So use your imagination to create emotions, to create desire, passion, to create a will, and try to get that elephant going into the same direction as your rider, as your intellect. Get your emotional intelligence in the same direction as your intellectual, your rational intelligence. Try it out. Be consistent with it. Don't just do it once. Try to do it consistently. Take your time for this. Set out 15 minutes, 30 minutes a day to really focus on that feeling. Try it out for a couple of weeks and let me know how it goes, okay? Hope this video helps you. See you in the next one. Peace.